Hi again, this is Rod Zink, and this time I'd like to walk through using styles in Word to create an auto-generated table of contents. There are many things we are proud to focus in on at Penn State Harrisburg, and we'd like to ensure, and we're proud to ensure, that students leave any one of our 202s with. And one of those things happens to be the ability to use styles to generate an automated table of contents in Word. And the reason why we focus and we stress that so much is that it's a really important skill to have if you only ever have to use it once or twice in your professional career. If you ever have to do a table of contents for a large formal document and you do not know how to do this, it is a nightmare. And if you do this more than once, you best know how to do this. And so if you take this course and it is years and years and years until you need to do a table of contents, please take a look at the latest version of whatever word processing software you're using and find out how to do it. Do not do this manually because you will drive yourself insane, and worse, you will probably make some unfortunate errors. Okay, so with that in mind, that cheery note, let's get started, because after you do this, you are absolutely going to love this. Anyway, let's introduce you to styles in Word. And basically, in Word, what you want to do is to go to the Home toolbar, and you've been looking at this for years and years and years. This Style toolbar up here, this thing that says Styles, that has been staring at you, and you've said, what's that thing? Or you probably said it somewhat differently than that. That says normal, no space. These heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, these headings are the important styles that help you to create your table of contents. If you scroll down through this thing, you see that it has titles, subtitles, different things with quotes, captions, book titles. There's all kinds of options here, and you can actually make some up. But the headings are the most important ones for the table of contents, and they're the ones that I want you to focus on today because they're the most important ones for what we need to do and what you'll need to do in the future as well. And then you can also naturally explore the other ones. Okay, so what I did was I took one of our report samples, and again, this is one that some of you, depending on which course you might be taking, have seen as a sample, and what I did was basically take all the formatting out of it. Okay, so you may have noticed this is a report on web page navigation where the writer compares drop-down versus sidebar navigation features. And what I did was I stripped out all the styles that the person had in place, and I did that in order to show you how to utilize styles. So basically, what we need to do is identify all the headings in your document with styles so that you can use those tags to create an auto-generated table of contents. Okay, so first level headings you label as heading 1, second level heading 2, and so on. So table of contents, we'll talk about this later on, by the way. For now, we'll label it heading 1. Click on heading 1, and you notice, oh my goodness, it changes the font and everything. And you also notice that I didn't highlight the whole thing. It changed everything on that line to something else. Okay, well, the reason why I did it is because all you need to do to change something to whatever heading 1 is formatted at is to click on a line. So anything on a line that I click on will go directly to whatever heading 1 is set at. Okay, and initially, what heading 1 will be set at will be some kind of default. And those defaults are programmed in by Word. And so if you go into the end of the styles box here and you click on change styles, you see there's a style set here. And basically, if I click on this, you see there's a bunch of different ones. Here's a default one. There's distinctive, elegant, And you can use any one of these, actually. You can set up and use any one of these ones that come stock with Word. Now, they're a little bit different for different varieties of Word, of course, but you can definitely go in and utilize one of these. Most people, however, want to make up their own. And when you do, you can actually save whatever style set you want, and you can label it, and then you can come back to it. So you can basically save as many different style sets as you wish, and then you can use them for different documents. So when you make a document up and you like that style set, with several different heading levels that you find you might want to use again, you can save it in here. And when you go into that particular computer with that software loaded on, it will remember you and it will have that loaded on it. And you can also set it as default and all kinds of things. You can also change, of course, whatever style you have, and you can modify the colors. See how I can use whatever that was. I think it was distinctive or something. And you can go in here and change the color scheme, or you can create your own. So there are many different options for you right off the bat, or right away there are many different options that you can choose from. But let's start just by creating our own. So what I'd like to do with this is to go in and start building a style set, as you might find yourself doing with your own documents this time around, and begin with heading number 1. Okay, what I'm going to do is just change this to Book Antigua. I'm going to go with bold and 16 font. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. And then what I'm going to do is highlight this, and once I get that highlighted, I'm going to change heading 1 to that. And how I do that is I have it highlighted, and then I'm going to go up to heading 1, that box, and I'm going to right click it, and I'm going to hit Update Heading 1 to match selection. And once I do that, it will carry through to every heading level 1, so it changes this one as well. And it will update every level 1 heading in that document. So if I had all my heading 1 marked in this document, it would update all of them to whatever that was. And you notice that I also changed the color to blue.